And hello again. I almost forgot about my outfit. What these gentlemen said to me? Was there anything important? I don't really remember. I assume that one of them was a husbando of a lady from the bookstore, near the bookstore.
Good to see you, friend. Do
I
I
think
have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
this guy, right? Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss.
Huh.
Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Spirits. Blue medicinal spirit. Does he mean ethanol? Or like medical alcohol? It's so cheap I could as well try it. Speed bottle for 15 real. Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
He brings out 1 liter bottle with the bluish liquid. The mouth is corked shut. No one can buy spirits for 300 real, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy, actually?
He grins, then bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his pilsner and stares at you intently. Worries.
What?
Keep him talking.
What do you mean, what? What did you think was crazy earlier?
This guy.
He says and shakes his index finger at you.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Well, bluffing that I don't want the spirits, bring it down, or... I mean, I don't actually need them. Where did you get a bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That's a good tip, I should remember it.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
He gets visibly angry. They cut out his kidney? Is this, is he going to say it in sarcastic tone, or? So he stole this from clinic? Have they no shame taking money for a service they provide?
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things.
He gets an excited gleam in his eyes.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
I don't know why would I need that. Can I smell it first?
Yeah, be careful. It's extremely flammable. 1 spark and the entire city of Revachol is wiped off the map.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain, but at the same time you don't remember the last time you felt so alive. In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde amnesia.
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not?
I think it will prove useful, yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
I still don't want it. Amphetamine.
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed.
I thought by speed you meant amphetamine.
Aye, that's what I said.
Right, got it.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
Quite the business venture you've set up there here.
Oh, the system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
He gets a proud gleam in his eyes. So he's not our guy? Just has a brown jacket? What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor ex-squeeze, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I've got everyone on my hook.
There are some alcoholics who are so desperate to drink that they do a pure medicinal spirit just mixed up with water.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Impressive entrepreneurship, I approve.
Hook 'em and cook 'em, huh? You want to buy something? Let's keep it moving.
I move. Actually, how much did it cost in the actual shop? Is it also going to be 1 charge or 3? I might want to save it for a tape recorder.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
What's blocking the way there? Bushes? The hell is this? A locked crate? Ah. Interesting. The hell is this? Speed Saint-Baptiste Peptide. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience? What? What does it do? Inter-isolary trousers, tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They are absolutely unremarkable, in other words, perfect. And Kingdom of Conscience, I think, is for moralists. It's like moralist thought process that I finished or is still going. Yeah. There it is. I bet I missed a lot of things. Rust-eaten letters read Mazout. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds, but now it's spelled with I and not Y? Why is it inconsistent? Was the guy who was writing these little things was American and the other writer was more British?
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Hailostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
The lieutenant nods. Hold on, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
He says as if it's self-evident. Wait, what was that about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. so they didn't have windows on the south wall.
You and Kim know each other.
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book. First, what's hem? It's edge, border, and worm. Snake or maggot? Is it just worm? It's a German word. Why is it so hard to find translation? God damn it. I guess it's just the same as worm, as in a creature.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
Really into worms lately. This is supposed to be a virus, or I have no idea what. Is it a word that doesn't exist?
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
He points to the building again.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
Is he a cop?
Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad. They run Vox in the Occidental countries.
Do you have money? You look like someone who has money. Do you have money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
He brushes it off like it's not a thing at all.
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing? Clearly you were just profiling. No, I mean, come on. You need the money. If it's not a thing, He can give you some.
Could I have some of that unimported money then?
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more general terms.
He looks uncomfortable, his left hand squeezing his son's shoulder.
I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our hometown.
I
It
mean,
wouldn't be wise to carry huge
this
amounts
is
of cash on such expeditions.
probably the first reaction that would happen naturally on this question, but you never know, because with others it was all right. Like some of the people didn't mind at all that officer was just begging for money, and we got 130 real this way from Joyce. It's always good to try. Obviously, in real life, it would be insane to do. What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his hand to his eyes. Springtime sun warming his handsome face. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Look at the building looming over you.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
I don't think I ever heard of this Felt Electrical.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
He adjusts his suit jacket.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here.
He gestures toward the building, and then he grins. What was that ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
He pauses for effect. A tape computer?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer. Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He grins, admiring the sentence he just produced. What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
The boy wipes his nose on his sleeve.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
He pauses, pointing to the other building, then continues.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
What did the revolutionaries do with those advanced tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases, the most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
He says while his son looks up, idly chewing on the corner of his worm-themed coloring book. Le Décret de Mars. Mars supposed to be Mars as in planet. The Crete. Declaration of war. The Cret, I think, is supposed to be a decree, and then the Mars of March. It's a March decree, as in a month. What was it? That
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
A short-lived legislative foundation for a short-lived utopia.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans le Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree.
Bons Bancières de Insulindi. Good kisses for Insulindi, I guess, and Insulindi being a part of this world, like a short piece where Revachol is.
I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
Worms. Okay, I'll try to imitate that. What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
He smiles again, as if he's somehow personally responsible for this bleak turn of events.
Wait, is he saying that we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution?
Should I fuck with the kid here? He means they all died at the hands of the communists.
Officer, I told you this chapter of history wasn't on Mikhail's curriculum yet. Let's keep this kid friendly.
He sounds disappointed.
The boy looks first at you, then back at his father, confused.
How did those tape computers work? Did they work like radio computers?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
He raises his finger, remembering something.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little Freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same
Sounds made
questions,
up.
and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to...
He did it. He said, Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Okay, the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, Paul Ockerman, Keith and Guy Juiced. What are you talking about?
The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Art. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
Come on, there's no place called the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center of Arts.
Actually, I think there is. No, it's too much. He's joking.
In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
He clears his throat.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Wait, the failed playback experiment?
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the felt playback experience, but those are incorrect.
So what does it do? Like recognizes the handwriting and puts it on the monitor? Why did the revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
You're saying that failed electrical build this boardwalk? Look under your feet.
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
The lieutenant looks wistfully at the horizon as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky.
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinaise was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
I wanted to ask something else.
But of course, what else?
I want to hear about the field building again.
Sure.
There's nothing.
But of course, what else?
That's it. Great, thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to
We
you
didn't-
for having me and little Michael here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
We didn't learn anything about this guy.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
There's something new. Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center. Minus 1 suggestion, only 42 minutes. It's Wednesday evening and something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath the billowing roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine and exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wonder twins Guy and Keith Juice are the stars of the show. They're with their bomber jackets and white sneakers, head curators of this art exhibition. It's the Wumpty Domdiest event of the year, and all the cool kids have RSPV'd. Where are you? If you are not there. Okay.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
It's so easy to make out. It's not very withered. Money. More money. Wow. Just 5 real in this easy. Blocks the path, no way on from here. Bars covered these long dusty windows. So we are here, right? It's hard to know for sure. Fisherman Shacks, it says. What is a water lock? Here? What the fuck is there? It's strangely incorrect. Buzz, hum, the electricity flows through the wires with the audible power. How do you quick travel? Oh, here we go. Was it here before? Ah shit, it's without confirmation. Where did I came from? Oh boy. That's Noland Vicht King unstoppable model. The water runs from the west. The source of is upstream, a broken pipe. No, it's back to the village. Was I here? I didn't. The hell? Grouse taxidermy. Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow.
Hello, mister.
A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She's looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Oh wait, that's the girl. I thought she would be much older. I heard there was a girl who has armored clothes. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
She looks alarmed.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
And where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
She pouts. She lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye as though searching for confirmation.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
He enunciates the last 2 words carefully.
Oh.
He didn't do that. She doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
I forgot my professional policeman accent. Yes, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
Are the twins outside your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
They look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical.
She slowly processes the word, then snickers with laughter. What's this? Show her the stuffed bird you took from the ceiling.
It's a grouse.
She yelps, smiling broadly.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you make up for the skewer you broke.
Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds. But he thinks we never told him that we were the ones who broke it, so I can just sell it. Yeah, what he thinks, what did we lie about? I think we said that the girl who worked there and then left broke it. Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
What's the thing you are holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Zombie looks like he's falling apart.
Yes. Lammy has lived a long life. Lammy was a
Rebel. Revolutionary rebel Rivacholian. Revisionist? None of these are the words that 5-year-old could say. Rebel, maybe? Rebel.
No! That's not it! You know what you are, Lammy?
She frowns, looking at her tattered toy.
I think she means revolutionary.
What?
Yes! Lammy was a revolutionary.
Okay. Bye.
Bye!
The girl's large, curious eyes remain fixed on you. Alright, that was easy. We just found gloves.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object. We didn't even need to roll the dice for it. Broken.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
Being playful, are we? Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Do I actually need it for anything in investigation side of it? Oh, +2 interfacing, that's nice. What's this thing does? It's only when I equipping the armor. Should I just go for another thought? I should call Alice again. Maybe she was not ready. Only one slot left. This takes a shit ton of time. What is it about? Yeah, I don't remember how I got this in the tribe. A lost nationality, I guess. What the hell is this? Maybe I need to look at it from the other angle, like from here. No. Strange. A school of fish huddle around the fence posts, then scatter into the dark. Before you, a drawbridge. It can only be lowered from the other side. Oh, a shortcut. Somebody's listening a banger there. Where are we? Here somewhere? Also, what is this? Like a broken egg? You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Oh, it's the church, yeah. The sign reads Saint Würm 1147. Dusty pews in the shadows, many seem to be missing. Pew is... a bench, chair, stool, seat. An altar shrouded in dark or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Aren't those closed? I guess let's go for it.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front
What?
of you.
It's
The
open.
rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
I like how it appears to be open, the door, and those appear to be closed, but we can see through them. Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. This
Padlock.
cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
Look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before. It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Dead children? Okay, what is junior delinquency?
For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law.
Wait,
These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for
suicides?
adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
He puts a handkerchief in his coat pocket.
He feels sorry for you.
Or just
For him
crime.
as a lieutenant, it would be demeaning to have someone recite terms from the officer's exam.
How's that related to that smile? Ling? What is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Oh, maybe he means a kid just did it and it's a crime to vandalize. I agree it's very modern, but does the cheery guy not know he's dead, or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Try to peel it off without ripping.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Shit. Put it on the ledger. Let's go hip.
Voila! Looks very modern. You're part of the future brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. Neon, baby.
Rattle the doors.
Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy. But we don't really need to go to the church.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
Where do you think we should start?
Can you hear the pulsing bass underneath the wind? A sure sign of junior delinquency, somewhere east of here.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Wow, 8%. Yeah, I'm not built up for this. That phone, a smashed receiver, like someone hang up too hard. Someone must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome. Wait, this one's highlighted.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Random number.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre?
The voice is female and sounds about 100 years old. Yes, it's me, Pierre.
So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died.
What kind of pets did you have?
Are you sure you're Pierre? Your voice, it's different. There. Chrysanthemum.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not. Calling. Still calling. Again? Seriously? Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity. No, what you are is a surprise. Get his wife on the phone.
What? Electricity? Well, drama, though the second is more funny. The drama says to us to call his wife. Hey Gerard, get your wife for me, will ya?
Who is this?
The man does not understand. It's Pierre. It's Pierre. Now put her on. I don't like waiting.
Who the fuck do you think you are talking to me like that?
The voice on the phone is suddenly very agitated. I'm the guy who's fucking your wife, Gerard. Now put her on the phone on before I lose my patience.
Just tell me what's going on here. Bien, come here.
Oh no. Now you hear fear too. The voice gets further away from the microphone, then he yells.
The sounds are muffled. You can make out two people, a man and a woman called Bien. They're talking to each other in agitated voices. There's a shuffle of feet. Children, maybe. More shouting. You're pretty sure you hear a man saying fuck several times. Then the crackle in the phone line gets violently louder, like the surf breaking.
Oh wow. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep fucking your wife, Gerard.
What the hell are you doing?
The lieutenant has been keeping a distance, but steps closer now. What? I'm just having a bit of fun. What's the big deal?
Big deal?
Not a muscle moves in the lieutenant's face.
This has lowered his opinion of you. But
Ah.
only a little.
But a little, okay.
Let's just go. I've had enough of this phone booth.
I mean, if it was so easy to mess their marriage up, it wasn't really that strong. So I just accelerated things. For the good. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. That trap will keep out neither rain nor snow nor wind. The hell is this? Postcard. from a thing I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Ruffed Grew's taxidermy. The dead body of a Grew's stuffed with some unknown material. From a distance, it might just pass off as the real thing. The bird itself looks extremely ruffled and slightly grumpy. Postcard of Curran, year 33. This one has hell written on its back. It could not be further from the truth. It's the boom years, and Curran, the nicest district in Rivachol West, is enjoying a sun-drenched day. Tall and handsome buildings rise from the riverside, steel, iron and yellow limestone, with clouds, shadows sliding on the facades. Alright. A coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Ooh. Mega Binos prescription lenses. Worst perception +2 encyclopedia. I do want perception though. It's very low already. Nausea-inducing hell glasses. Who the hell is Bino or Bino? Whose idiotic idea were square and beige plastic frames anyway? Beige is a color that does not look good on anyone. Not to mention that seeing the world through these exceedingly thick lenses feels almost nauseating. Oh. Are we actually going around? No. Okay. This barrel has been recently discarded. It still smells of fuel oil. These rusty gears used to turn the whole machine. The chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this way?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to service what?
The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. A rusted broken control box for the radio relay tower. This ladder is too rusty to climb, but the sea air has eaten away at it. This relay tower coordinates boat traffic in the bay, barely. Is it still operable? Another tie, a scarf. Even though it looks like a tie. +1 shivers, springtime cold. -2 physical instrument, allergies. This light springtime scarf smells like men's cologne mixed with cheap laundry detergent. Someone must have left it behind, probably from a date. Wear it if you want to delude yourself that spring has arrived. The boardwalk rises to your south. It casts its long shadow over you. Why do you tell me that instead of showing me that? Because there is no shadow there. White polo shirt, rhetoric, -1 empathy. What's the polo anyway? No, really, what the hell is polo? This shirt looks worn and smells a bit. You can't help but wonder who would leave it stuffed in a tear container. What kind of man would ever wear a polo shirt? This might be one of life's mysteries that will never be solved. Wait, what? Take the bird to guard? It's a task? But like, shouldn't he be surprised why I do that at all? I mean, we could pretend that we're just helping him out of the kindness of our heart, and it's not just to admission of guilt. Okay, I think we are not on the right way here. Can I get around to the tent with the banger music? It's blocked here. Wait. Can we get there, or he's just going to get closer? Oh, we can. And the shirt. Why do I keep missing these?
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
Ah. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's not clothing. This filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff for God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is. It's kinda brownish. Does it have blue lining?
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Could be a jacket of the guy we are looking for. Man, how did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
Gross.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
Maybe if I wipe my hands on my pants. Oh shit.
What? No. Then it'll just be on your pants. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out. As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Why did I fondle this shit jacket again?
There is no why.
Let's just put it that way then. And let's make a break in the recording here.